Good morning, everyone. As a part of my continuously healing regimen, although I remedied myself of the fibroids, there are still things that I find that are very beneficial to me. And like during my research back in 2011 in regards to how I can manage those fibroids and how I can rid them and just different things that I can do. Some of the things that I realized that were very beneficial for me was meditation and yoga, and then other various exercises. But meditation and yoga, those are like, I will never stop doing that, because it just seems like it opened up different energy pathways I didn't know was there, or maybe were open when I was like a teenager or something and closed off because of the foods or something and the whatever. But it just seemed like there were just all these different pathways and energy that I was getting, and it was like, whoa. So meditation and yoga, that I would say definitely add meditation and yoga to your daily routines. So when I get up, I go straight into a meditation. No, I don't watch TV anyway. I mean, I might like download videos onto my computer and stream them over, but I don't sit and watch TV. I don't get on the internet. I don't mess around with a cell phone, no Facebook, no social network, no none of that. It's nothing. It's just me meditating, just being in my space. Then after that, you do the yoga, and then that's when you'll see me coming inside of the kitchen, and I'll start getting my drink on. So I'll have me some water, I'll have me some sea moss, I'll have me some tea, and then I go back into another yoga or exercise routine, and then after that is when I'll go ahead and I'll have my breakfast or maybe brunch, because I might not eat breakfast, but I'll probably eat brunch. Now, what I'm going to show you guys today for my breakfast is something really cool. I think you're really going to enjoy this, and I found that whenever I eat like this in the morning as well, and this is what I found out doing my research too, is that the more fruits and the more water, especially the fruits that you add to your diet, because of the fiber that's inside of it, it helps your bowels to stay loose. And what I realized when I had fibroids is that you get constipated a lot. And when you get constipated, that's what will start to give you cramps or whatever and cause heavy bleeds and stuff. So add more fruits. So I'm going to show you what I have for breakfast today. This is a red raspberry tea morning, and the entire week prior to starting on my cycle, this is what I'll have, and I'll usually double up on the bags that I'll put inside the water to make my tea, because it's really good for when you're on your cycle to slow down your flow or whatever. And then I also add it in with my burdock root powder. And again, to make your burdock root powder, you just get some of the root, dry it out, turn it into a powder, grind it down. So this is what I'm going to be having today. Now, I don't tend to put any type of sweeteners inside of my teas. I take it straight to the head. But that's completely up to you if you wanted to. I just don't. And the more I remember things that I did from back then, because that was a while ago, but the more I remember things that I did, I'm gonna bring them inside of these little diaries for you guys, because I'm thinking that this way would help you guys out a lot better.
Now these are some goji berries, and I'm taking maybe about 1/8 to close to 1/4 of a cup, and I'm going to put it inside of about 1/4 of a cup to about 1/2 of a cup of water. And this is something I'm just going to let sit because I'm going to use it in a few moments. Alright, so this is a little coconut milk. There's my sea moss gel. This is going to be the breakfast for you guys. I'm thinking you're really going to like this. I'm going to use banana. This is my burro banana. If you can't find burros, then get you some really good organic bananas. Some young bananas, Thai bananas. A couple of strawberries, just only made about 1 or 2 strawberries. Some soursop. 1 or 2 raspberries. And some dates. Now this is going to be pretty thick. This is going to be the base. Alright, so now we're just going to get all of this blended up, and you'll see just how thick it's going to turn out to be. And you want it pretty thick. Now while that's blending, we're going to cut up our banana. Right now the base is done. And these are some kamut puffs. I love kamut puffs. Some wild blueberries. Some hemp seed. Some walnuts, just get these crushed up. I don't want them too large. Now to top it all off, this is my specially made raspberry sauce. And it's done. Y'all won't have to suffer through me eating my breakfast. But it was really good. Matter of fact, I ended up having a second bowl. This is something that's really filling to me too.
One more. Now this is the water that my goji berries were sitting in, and it's also mixed down with some sea moss water. So this is awesome. I don't add any sweetener to it. If you wanted to add something, you could. Maybe some agave or some date sugar, date syrup or date sugar. But the agave would be a little bit nicer than the date sugar. But I don't have anything inside of this, guys. I just have the sea moss water and the goji berry water. So bottoms up. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. But that is so good. Goji berries is really good in iron. You have all these different minerals that come just from the goji berries that's infused inside of the water. Then you have all those minerals and irons and everything from the sea moss. You just get it in right here. Just get it in. Whew, boss. Alright, so it is dinner time, and I don't have a lunch aside of this video because I don't always eat like 3 times a day. It just depends on how busy I've been in the day, so that I can keep my energy up, you know. So I have my breakfast, which is actually closer to being brunch for me, and then I have my dinner, then I have my drinks. And throughout all of the day, I'm drinking a lot. I have my water, I have my sea moss, I have my chlorophyll. So that's what I'm drinking, and then I also have my tea. So that's what I'm going to be drinking on like all day. So the dinner that I have prepared, this is going to be it's a savory dish. It is a cream of kamut. So similar to cream of wheat, but this is actually the healthier version. This isn't a modified wheat. This is actually an original brand. So this is kamut, and it's going to be topped off with a lot of very beautiful toppings that I'm hoping that you're going to like, because this is actually one of my favorite dishes, and it's something really easy to prepare. So I'm going to show that to you. Then I'm also going to have my my sea moss drink along with that. So let's get everything prepared. And now it's time for my sea moss drink. So just 2 ingredients. The sea moss, and I have some soursop.
When I learned about the soursop, I knew that was something that I needed to have as a part of my diet regimen of what I was going to be eating. Because of all the research that they had been doing on that in regards to cancer and just reversing it and stopping it, whatever. And then I heard Dr. Sebi mention it as well. So definitely add this to your diet regimen. I ended up adding in a little bit of cinnamon. I just wanted an extra little boost on there because cinnamon has some really great benefits to it as well. These are some wakame mushrooms. They're really good in iron and they have chemicals to fight tumors. And I love these, just like I love my oyster mushrooms. So I just want to break them up. This is about a teaspoon of kelps and just get it real shut down. I have a cup of water, ginger and cayenne. Dash of sea salt. This is the kamut. Just want to blend this in really good because you don't want any lumps to get inside of it. You want to cook the flour out. Just a little bit water if it's too thick. And then you cook it down, and once it's cooked, then you put in about a 1/4 cup of some coconut milk. Now we're going to cook out the mushrooms. Just cook all the water out of the mushrooms. That's the main thing. Cook the water out of the mushrooms. About a 1/4 cup of some dry wakame and some water. And now, see how creamy and smooth the cereal is? Mushrooms, a pat of butter, some sesame seeds, walnuts, that was some tahini, and then the seaweed. And it's done.
The seasoning on those mushrooms, melding with the cereal. Oh, that's heaven on its own. Put a little bit of all of it on this time. Seems like with everybody gets better and better. I almost want to lick the bowl. This is such a heavy mug. This is really gonna be my third drink today. So outside of drinking water, I'm drinking a lot of my sea moss, and this is the one that has the anthocyanins inside of it from the muscadines, which produces the resveratrol from the skins, which is really good for heart health. And then, you know, the sea moss is really good for your bones, your eye, all that. So chug a lug. excuse me.